Well, I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be a very pleasant one for me to talk about. But a few days ago, if you if you if you are on my Facebook, you might have seen this, that I posted a post about not being allowed in the post office. So I just wanted to give a little bit of an update about how things are in Italy right now. I know that most of Europe has relinquished on all the C word measures, restrictions, mandates, etc. Well, Italy has not at all, and I think the same is true for Germany. I am not certain how it is in most other countries. Well, yeah, I am. They are all relinquishing. I'm just not certain how many other countries are like Italy and Germany. I know Germany is bad. I don't want to say which one is worse, because I don't live in Germany. I live in Italy. But yeah, I wanted to just speak a bit about it, about how it is in Italy. Now, I have not been jabbed. I didn't get a single one. So I also don't have the green pass, which means that I have effectively, de facto, become a second-class citizen in Italy. I know Thomas spoke about that a lot, about Ireland being second-class citizen because you don't have the vax, the jab, the needlecraft. Well, in Italy, you're not allowed to work unless you have had the needlecraft. You simply cannot work. There's a difference. You can work. You just have to take a nose swab every 48 hours to prove that you are infection-free of the C word, which costs 15 euros. If you are over 50, you have to have the super green pass, which means that you cannot just have the needlecraft, you have to have all the 3 boosters as well, all of them, mandatory. Or you're laid off, you're fired. Everybody over 50. Now, the Italian government, the Presidente della Repubblica, Mario Draghi, who is an absolute monster, a psychopath, absolutely. Well, he is an ex-EU banker, and he's not elected, and somehow he is the Prime Minister. Well, yeah, he is the Prime Minister of Italy right now, but he's not elected. He put himself in power from I'm not sure even when, or why, or how, but he did. And Mario Draghi has said this verbatim, that there are too many small and family-owned businesses in Italy, and that he would prefer it if most of them were gone, disappeared. And he put a whole lot of measures in place in order to make sure that that will organically occur, as he put it. This in itself is criminal. This is, I don't know what the word is in English, but in Flemish, in Dutch, we have a word for that, broodroof. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it is an actual criminal thing under Belgian law. I am not sure about the Italian law. Now, 2 years ago, they put the emergency status on Italy, which is a legal thing that they can do in the case of a cataclysmic event. A disaster. This is being done before, and it usually doesn't last 2 years. 2 years is the maximum. But after 2 years, which was ended, the 2 years ended in February 2022, Mario Draghi decided that he needed another emergency upon emergency phase, which has started March 1. meaning that now you not only need the green pass, which means that you had at least one needle graft. Now you need the super green pass, meaning that you have all the shots, all the boosters. If you want to go anywhere at all. I cannot even enter a government building. I cannot enter into the post office. A post office which is funded with taxpayer money in Italy. So I pay for it, but I'm not allowed to enter it. I pay for it with money that I'm not allowed to earn. And I'm very salty about it, not gonna lie. I'm really, really pissed off about it all. Especially because the rest of Europe seems to be relenting on everything. Italy's doubling down. I hear rumors here and there, and I don't really keep an eye on it because it makes me pissed off. Really pissed off. Protests are still happening, by the way, in Italy, and they're becoming violent on the police part. Yeah, the police are reacting more and more violent against protesters, and they are still protesting. In fact, in some places they have forbidden protests. I know that in Trieste they might still be going on. I am not sure if they are still going on in Rome. I don't. The trucker protest in Italy was a big fat nothing burger. There were videos about it on BitChute. It turns out that was not a trucker protest at all. That was all bullshit. That was they were protesting the rising gas prices. So that fake news that happens on both sides there. And what else? Now there are a lot of restrictions in place. Actually, the only place I can go to, am allowed to go to, is the supermarket. I cannot go anywhere else. No bars, not even in the open. Terrace, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to go to a museum, to a park, and government buildings or state-funded, taxpayer-funded facilities. That was just an update about how things are in Italy. We have truly become a fascist state. I live under fascism. Yep. Now I'm lucky. Where I live specifically, in this little mountain village, I'm not really affected. People here they never even cared about masks or anything. People here are just not like that. In cities it's different. I would have lost my mind in a city. I'd have gone mad. But here, no, it's okay here. I'm fine here. So yeah, I'm not in any... I can get food. I have heat. Electricity, obviously. Internet. Yeah, things in Italy are bad. They're really bad. And I guess that's all I wanted to say. That, yeah, well, we actually don't get so bombarded with the news about Ukraine and Russia. And I think, we do hear about it, but I think the reason why in Italy we are still so much into this whole COVID bullshit is because Italians, for all their delightful chauvinism, they don't read. Very few Italians speak any other language than Italian, so they don't go to alt media. Because there is almost no Italian alt media. They don't go to alternative news. They don't go to foreign news outlets. They just don't read it. They don't listen to it. So they don't really know what is happening in the rest of Europe. They rely mostly on the state-funded news outlets here, which are no better than, I mean, they're just as bad as any other mainstream news outlet everywhere else. But yeah, I think that is the reason. Italians just don't know what is happening in the rest of Europe. So they don't know that the rest of Europe is actually, well, the focus has shifted on something else completely. And also that the COVID measures and restrictions and mandates have largely been dropped by almost every other European country, except Germany. I'm not sure about Austria. I think they dropped the vaccine mandate there too. Pretty sure they did. But yeah, Italians just aren't aware of this because how would they? The mainstream news won't tell them and they won't go look for it. And no, that's the state of affairs in Italy. Oh, I didn't want to be a downer. I mean, but yeah, it's just not something I can bring or speak about with a happy face because I'm not happy about it. On the contrary, I'm very, very, very pissed off about it. And yeah, that was really it. I just wanted to give a small overview of how things were in Italy. And they're absolute shit. It's really absolute shit. Same for Germany. I have some German friends and they also told me that things are bad in Germany. And there's some real irony there. That of all European nations, it is Italy and Germany that cling to this shit until their last breath. Yeah, it's not a coincidence, I think. And I couldn't say why that is. But it's definitely... Is it irony? I'm not sure. Is this ironic? No. It's definitely very much in your face that of all the countries, Germany and Italy are the ones that seem to be most willing or most unwilling to let go of despotism. Ah, yeah, that was really it. Thanks for listening.